Good morning, everybody. Oh, forgot to mute the TV. TV's in the background. That's all right. We are here with break number 300. What a milestone. Thank you to everyone for getting us here. All the support. We have another 24 Elite case and a 24 Priority Box. Our team list for today: Broncos, Jason Slosh; Raiders, Luke DeGraff; Bulldogs, Stephen Osborne; Sharks, Sean Malley; Dolphins, Kyle London; Titans, Darren McDermott; Manly, Kyle London; Storm, Amelia Campbell; Knights, Shannon Panton; Cowboys, Amelia Campbell; Eels, Adam Barber; Panthers, Jeff Hughes; Rabbitohs, Dan Taylor; Dragons, Warren Stoddart; Roosters, Hayden Bland; Warriors, Kevin Follis; and Tigers, Jacob John. All right. Let's find out who today's lucky case card winner is. We've sent out an email. We've put a post on the page and in the Facebook group, as well as Instagram, which we don't do very often. I do try and remember Instagram. It's just I don't use social media as it is. So I use it multiple. Alright. Our case card for today is Jesse Bromwich, number 26. Kyle London, congratulations, mate. With the Dolphins Raz spot, I believe, as well. Yes, nice. Gotta love that. Alright, and as I was saying, yeah, we've got that out. 1 o'clock today, guys. So what's that? 3 hours. Just under 3 hours away. We'll be listing box and album combos. Only a few available. So, yeah. Let's go. Hopefully the break gods are good to us, being break 300. Let's see how we go. New recruit Jack Cogger for the Knights. Multicultural Mikhail Ravalawa for the Dragons. Reflections for the Titans. Isaac Tago, parallel for Panthers. New recruit Morgan Harper for the Eels. Parallel Jake Averillo for the Dolphins. Dally M, Kalen Ponga for the Knights. Something's just bugging me about those cards. I had to check. Multicultural Kalen Ponga for the Knights. Tommy Turbo, parallel for Manly. I've checked now, don't have to worry about it. Annoying me. New recruit Brad Schneider for Panthers. Multicultural Micah Sevo for the Eels. Jareem Buller, parallel for Tigers. In the Masters series for the Kangaroos, Victor Radley of Vegas for the Roosters. Jacob Carraz, parallel for Bulldogs. Gold Reflections for the Bulldogs, number 103. Hope everyone's got their tips in. Your chance to be next round's top tipper. Harley Smith Shields, new recruit for Titans. New recruit Jaden Sullivan for the Tigers. Breakout number 31. Melly Hafunga and Ali Briganshaw for the Broncos. Warriors parallel checklist. Multicultural Dominic Young for the Roosters. Emerald Mojo number 4. Tolator Koala for Manly. Zach Lomax parallel for Dragons. We got 7 packets left for our first box. Dally M Jakaya Whitfield for the Tigers. Thomas Burgess parallel for the Rabbitohs. Ruby Mojo number 29. Blake Laurie for the Dragons. Alex Johnston of Vegas for the Rabbitohs. Ruben Cotter parallel for the Cowboys. Reflections for the Dragons. Toby Rudolph parallel for the Sharks. New recruit Spencer Leniu for the Roosters. Daly Cherry Evans of Vegas for Manly. Greg Marzhew parallel for Knights. White Young Guns, Dean Mariner for the Broncos, number 3. Matthew Tomoko, parallel for the Raiders. That's in the box number 1. Let's get into box number 2. New recruit Thomas Flegler for the Dolphins. Tommy Turbo, Vegas for Manly. David Fafita, parallel for Titans. Multicultural, James Fisher-Harris for Panthers. Emerald Mojo, number 7. This close, not quite. Almost jersey number, Jerome Luai for Panthers. Cody Walker, parallel for Rabbitohs. New recruit Morgan Smithies for the Raiders. Vegas Sam Walker for the Roosters. Dale Finucane, parallel for the Sharks. Dally M. Latrell Mitchell for the Rabbitohs. Multicultural Joseph Tarpanay for the Raiders. Max King, parallel for Bulldogs. New recruit Kyle Flanagan for the Dragons. Black Young Guns, Jareem Buller for the Tigers, number 39. Parallel Dylan Brown for the Eels. In the Rabbitohs for the Masters Series. Multicultural Chance Nicole Clockstad for the Warriors. Selwyn Cobbo, parallel for Broncos. Pink Diamond, Meli Hafunga for the Broncos, number 38. Reflections for the Sharks. Knights parallel checklist. New recruit Sean Kepe for the Rabbitohs. Jerome Hughes, multicultural for the Storm. John Bateman, parallel for the Tigers. Dally M, Julia Robinson for the Broncos. Jesse Bromwich, parallel for Dolphins. Ruby Mojo, number 30, Will Penasini for the Eels. Reflections for the Knights, Tanila Paseka, parallel for Manly. New recruit, Keenan Palacia for the Titans. 4 packets left for box number 2. Reece Walsh, Vegas for the Broncos. James Tedesco, parallel for the Roosters. New recruit, Fletcher Baker for the Broncos. Reflections for the Eels, number 28. White Young Guns, number 117, Cleese Huss for the Titans. Parallel Cameron Munster to finish off the box. Let's go. Box number 3. Gold Reflections for the Warriors, number 4. Nice, slow on. Black, I believe. Yep, number 43. League Sensations for the Panthers. Herbie Farmworth, parallel for the Dolphins. Jeff Hughes with Panthers today. Multicultural, Chance Nicole Klokstad for the Warriors. Kolator Koala, parallel for Manly. New recruit, Harley Smith Shields for the Titans. Victor Radley, Vegas for the Roosters. Joey Manu, parallel for the Roosters. Shannon Mato, pink diamond for the Titans, number 42. Reflections for the Knights, Jermaine Hopgood, parallel for the Eels. New recruit Jack Cogger for the Knights. Daly Kerry Evans, Vegas for Manly. Tohu Harris, parallel for Warriors. New recruit Jaden Sullivan for the Tigers. Multicultural Cody Walker for the Rabbitohs. Dragons parallel checklist. White Young Guns Cooley for the Cowboys. And that's the end of that pack. Number 8. Zio parallel for Panthers. New recruit Morgan Harper for the Eels. Dally M, Dave Fafita for the Titans. New recruit Jaden Hunt for the Broncos. Payne Haas, parallel for the Broncos. Multicultural James Fisher Harris for the Panthers. Alex Johnston, Vegas for the Rabbitohs. Nick Meaney, parallel for Storm. New recruit Herbie Farmworth for the Dolphins. Dally M, Tamika Upton for the Knights. Stephen Crichton, parallel for Bulldogs. Number 48, David Fafita for the Titans. Three packets left for box number 3. Reflections for the Storm. Jordan Rapana, parallel for the Raiders. In the Maroons for the Master Series. Multicultural Addo Carr for the Bulldogs. Scott Drinkwater, parallel for the Cowboys to finish off the box. Liam Martin for the Panthers. White Young Guns, Atta Mariota for the Raiders, 100. Oh, hello. I want to purchase. Yes, that should be okay. Yes. Tigers parallel checklist. New recruit Dane Laurie for Panthers. Joey Manu Vegas for the Roosters. Addo parallel for the Bulldogs. Multicultural Addo for the Bulldogs. Helam Lukey parallel for Cowboys. Brendan Pakura multicultural Broncos. Team League Sensations. Number 9. Here we go. Oh, he'll be wrapped. Kevin Follis. SJ. Sebastian Crisp parallel for Raiders. Reflections for the Storm. Jacob Little parallel for Dragons. New recruit Aiden Cesar for the Tigers. New recruit Kai Pearce-Paul for the Knights. Vegas Damien Cook for the Rabbitohs. RTS parallel for the Warriors. Multicultural Cody Walker for the Rabbitohs. Halfway through box number 4 now, guys. Dally M Tamika Upton for the Knights. Xavier Coates parallel for the Storm. Ruby Mojo, number 29, Jack Whiten for the Rabbitohs. Reflections for the Raiders. Bo Fermor parallel for Titans. New recruit Kilma Talagi for the Eels. New recruit Valami Avile for the Cowboys. Hey, buddy. Luke Brooks, a Vegas for Manly. Jack Whiten, parallel for the Rabbitohs. New recruit Dominic Young for the Roosters. Ronaldo Mulatalo, parallel for the Sharks. Panthers, parallel checklist. Multicultural, Jeremy Marshall King for the Dolphins. Two packets left for box number 4. Storm in the Masters Series. Tyson Frizzell, parallel for the Knights. And Sapphire Mozo, number 5. DCE for Manly. Kyle London. Alright. We currently have 3 breaks in stock. Along with 3 breaks as coming soon. Remember, if your team is already sold out in the available breaks, add those breaks to your wish list by pressing the love heart underneath the product, depending on how you're looking at it. If you're on the main category, it'll be under the read more button, or if you're actually viewing the break and able to check the team list, it will be just under above the full description below the picture in that. Sapphire Mojo, Isaiah Papali'i for the Tigers, number 11. So this way, when they're put in stock, you'll get a notification via email. White Young Guns, Tommy Dearden for the Knights, number 199. Keon Kolomatangi for the Rabbitohs. I don't know if we have a break sold out for tomorrow morning yet. 302 sold out. I don't think it is. Teddy, Roosters for Vegas. Joseph Tarpanay, parallel for the Raiders. Zach Hosking, new recruit for Raiders. White League Sensations, number 85. King Agatho for the Eels. Adam Barber. Cameron McInnes, parallel for the Sharks. Multicultural Hammer Fido for the Dolphins. Jake Trbojevic of Vegas for Manly. Kalen Ponga, parallel for Knights. Raymond Fatala Mariner for the Dragons. New recruit Jack Whiten for the Rabbitohs. Multicultural Selwyn Cobbo for the Broncos. Isaiah Papali'i parallel for the Tigers. Pink Diamond, number 12, Tigers Checklist. Reflections for the Warriors. Bulldogs Parallel Checklist. Dally M. Melihafunga for the Broncos. Dominic Young parallel for the Roosters. Ruby Mojo Greg Marsu for the Knights, number 30. New recruit Corey Waddell for Manly. Reflections for the Rabbitohs. Clint Gutherson parallel for the Eels. New recruit Jaden Hunt for the Broncos. Vegas Payne Haas for the Broncos. Reece Walsh parallel for Broncos. New recruit Herbie Farmworth for the Dolphins. Multicultural Latrell Mitchell for the Rabbitohs. Chance Nico Klokstad parallel for the Warriors. Storm parallel checklist. Multicultural Apasai Coruscant for the Tigers. 2 packets left, box number 5. Dally M. Sanua Taruva for Panthers. Storm in the Masters Series. Philip Semi parallel for Titans. Let's go box number 6. Knights Sapphire Mojo number 23. White Young Guns Ali for the Warriors number 58. Tyrell Sloan parallel for the Dragons. New recruit Aiden Cesar for the Tigers. Joey Manu Vegas for the Roosters. Murray Talagi parallel for the Cowboys. Multicultural Jason Tomalolo for the Cowboys. Dally M and Dallin Watine Zelezniak for the Warriors. New recruit Keenan Palacia for the Titans. Lindsay Collins parallel for the Roosters. New recruit Kilma Salagi for the Eels. Jerome Luai parallel for Panthers. Pink Diamond Rachel Pearson for the Eels, number 61. Damien Cook, Vegas for the Rabbitohs. Felice Kafusi, parallel for Dolphins. Multicultural, David Fafita for the Titans. Broncos Reflections. Molly Olika R2 parallel for Manly. Dally M Yasmin Clydesdale for the Knights. Dane Gagai parallel for the Knights. Ruby Mojo number 30, Warriors Checklist. Reflections for the Eels. Jaden Sullivan parallel for the Tigers. New recruit Dane Laurie for Panthers. Fletcher Baker, new recruit for Broncos. Luke Brooks, Vegas for Manly. Salami kick out, parallel for Bulldogs. New recruit, Kai Pearce Paul for the Knights. Black Young Guns, number 66. Jack Bostock for the Dolphins. Jamal Fogarty, parallel for the Raiders. Multicultural, Emery Ruler for the Raiders. 3 packets left for box number 6. In the Maroons for the Master Series. Adam Fanua Blake, parallel for the Warriors. Nico Hines, multicultural for the Sharks. Will Penasini, parallel for the Eels. Alright, that's box number 6. Straight in to box number 7. White Young Guns, Kale Iro for the Sharks. Number 162. Adam Reynolds, parallel for the Broncos. New recruits, Roger Tuivasa-Sheck for the Warriors. Black Young Guns, number 83, Keanu Kinney for the Titans. Will Warbrick, parallel for the Storm. Brendan Pakura, multicultural for the Broncos. Papua New Guinea, multicultural, Justin Oldham for the Tigers. Pink Diamond, number 39, Taron Aiken for the Roosters. AJ Brimson, parallel for the Titans. Jermaine Isako, Dally M for the Dolphins. New recruit Spencer Linu for the Roosters. Jack Cogger parallel for the Knights. Do you know if there's a... There's only one for each team. I'm not sure off the top of my head who the Roosters is. New recruit Thomas McHale for the Cowboys. So you got 2 white, there's only 1 black. Game 2 header. Latrell Mitchell parallel for the Rabbitohs. Multicultural Jeremy Marshall King for the Dolphins. Reflections for the Raiders. Sharks parallel checklist. We also have the checklist available for download on the website. Depending on what device you're using, if you're on a desktop, you'll be able to find it up on the top right hand corner. If you're on a mobile, it'll be right down the bottom of the page. Along with the FAQ, Simona Torfo, Dally M for the Raiders. Liam Martin, parallel for Panthers. If you're not a part of Collectors Club, FAQ page will tell you how to do that. It will also tell you how to join the tipping comp. Lots of good information there. Matt Burton, Ruby Mojo for the Bulldogs, number 38. And I am going to try and chase up a USA checklist when I can, and we'll put that up on the website as well at some point. Reflections for the Roosters. Jeremy Marshall King, parallel for the Dolphins. New recruit Joe Chan for the Storm. New recruit Brad Schneider for Panthers. Cameron Murray, Vegas for the Rabbitohs. Luke Brooks, parallel for Manly. New recruit Billy Burns for the Sharks. Victor Radley, parallel for the Roosters. Multicultural Dane Gagai for the Knights. Patrick Carrigan, Vegas for the Broncos. David Clemmer, parallel for the Tigers. Second last packet for box number 7. Rabbitohs in the Masters Series and Bailey Simonson, parallel for the Eels. Number 11, Sapphire Mojo, Wade Egan for the Warriors. Alright. Put these ones away and get into box number 8. New recruit Kyle Flanagan for the Dragons. Sam Walker, Roosters for the Vegas. Raiders parallel checklist. Multicultural Sewer Wong for the Roosters. Reflections for the Dolphins. Mitchell Barnett parallel for Warriors. New recruit Thomas Flegler for the Dolphins. Vegas Reese Walsh for the Broncos. Big Tino parallel for Titans. New recruit Morgan Smithies for the Raiders. Amoli Olika R2 multicultural for Manly. Cameron Murray parallel for the Rabbitohs. Kangaroos in the Masters Series. Gold reflections for the Broncos, number 110. White Young Guns, Blake Wilson for the Bulldogs, number 205. Bradman Best parallel for the Knights. New recruit Sean Kepe for the Rabbitohs. Dally M, Patrick Carrigan for the Broncos. New recruit Luke Brooks for Manly. Jack DeBellin parallel for the Dragons. Tyrell Sloan multicultural for the Dragons. Reese Robson parallel for the Cowboys. Stephen Crichton, new recruit for the Bulldogs. Dally M, Isabel Kelly for the Roosters. Broncos, a parallel checklist. Sixth last packet for box number 8. Ruby Mojo, number 44. Felice Kafusi for the Dolphins. Reflections for Panthers. Josh King, parallel for Storm. And our BD, number 1. Junior Paulo for the Eels. Adam Barber. Nico Hines, parallel for the Sharks. Vegas, Tommy Turbo for Manly. Apasai Coruscant, parallel for Tigers. Multicultural, Mitchell Moses for the Eels. No spotlight patches yet. Breakout, number 87. Batil Vet Welsh and Rakea Horn for the Tigers. Jacob Preston, parallel for the Bulldogs. Alright, box number 9, leaving box number 10 and the priority box to go after this one. White Young Guns, Brendan Hands for the Eels, number 63. Dolphins parallel checklist. New recruit, Joe Chan for Storm. Breakout, Dallin Watine Zalesniak and Rocco Berry for the Warriors, number 53. Ruben Garrick, parallel for Manly. Herbie Farmworth, Dally M for the Broncos. Multicultural Brian Kelly for the Titans. Game 2 header card. Sam Walker parallel for the Roosters. New recruit Billy Burns for the Sharks. New recruit Roger Tuivasa-Sheck for the Warriors. Patrick Carrigan Vegas for the Broncos. Harry Grant parallel for the Storm. Storm, the only team without a numbered hit so far. Regan Campbell-Gillard parallel for the Eels. Multicultural Braden Trindle for the Sharks. Reflections for the Bulldogs. Patrick Carrigan parallel for Broncos. Multicultural Zach Labert for the Cowboys. Cameron Murray Vegas for the Rabbitohs. Jeremiah Nanai parallel for Cowboys. New recruit Stephen Crichton for the Bulldogs. White League Sensations. Number 2, Blake Brayley for the Sharks. Sean Malley. Blake Laurie parallel for the Dragons. Thomas McHale, new recruit for the Cowboys. New recruit Luke Brooks for Manly. Reflections for Manly. Sean Johnson parallel for the Warriors. 5th last packet for box number 9. Ruby Mojo, number 30 for Manly, Ruben Garrick. In the Maroons for the Masters Series, Dylan Edwards, parallel for Panthers. Sapphire Mojo, number 17 Jermaine Hopgood for the Eels. Multicultural, Gordon Tong for Manly. Jaden Campbell, parallel for the Titans. Last packet for the box. Dally M, Samaima Torfa for the Raiders. And Zach Hosking, parallel for the Raiders. We can leave these ones out. Need them to fill the other ones up at the end. Alright, last box of the case. Second last box of break. Box number 10. Sunil Taruva, Young Guns for Panthers. Number 157. Brendan Smith, parallel for the Roosters. New recruit, Tuku for the Sharks. Game 1 header card. Junior Paulo, parallel for the Eels. Multicultural, Tohu Harris for the Warriors. And our spotlight patch, number 54, Shaquille Mitchell. Now it's funny, I was only thinking a few breaks ago we hadn't hit many of them, and all of a sudden I've hit 2. Tony Staggs, parallel for the Broncos. I was not sure if it was in one of yesterday's breaks or the day before. But it was definitely one of the last few. I was also thinking we haven't hit many of the ball patches, which we still haven't. Kurt Capewell, new recruit for the Warriors. I know we've hit at least 1, possibly 2. Jesse Arthur's Vegas for the Broncos. And it could be a couple more, right? I'm shocking, but yeah. Jerome Hughes, parallel for the Storm. Definitely remember at least 1. And we got the Shaq Hatch. I don't think it was a booklet at the same break. New recruit Kane Bradley for the Storm. Multicultural Valami Kickout for the Bulldogs. Thomas Flegler, parallel for Dolphins. Masters Series in the Rabbitohs. Manly parallel checklist. Gold Reflections for the Knights, number 72. Multicultural Sanua Taruva for Panthers. Reflections for the Tigers. Mawaki Fodawaika parallel for the Titans. New recruit Valami Avile for the Cowboys. Breakout Tyson Gamble and Jack Cogger for the Knights, number 76. Rabbitohs parallel checklist. Dally M. Adam Reynolds for the Broncos. Multicultural Xavier Coates for the Storm. William Kennedy parallel for the Sharks. Dominic Young, new recruit for the Roosters. 5 packets left. Dally M, Tarrant Aiken for the Roosters. Ben Hunt, parallel for the Dragons. Ruby Mojo, number 28. Zach Hosking for the Raiders. Reflections for the Cowboys. Valentine Holmes, parallel for the Cowboys. Second last packet for the case. New recruit Josh Curran for the Bulldogs. Vegas Latrell Mitchell for the Rabbitohs. And Nathan Cleary for Panthers. Oh, excuse me. Alright, our final box for the breakout priority box. In game 2 header card, of course it is. Katoni Staggs, parallel for the Broncos. So we have a game 1 and a game 2 header that will need to be randomised between the two teams on each of the cards respectively. New recruit Kurt Catewell for the Warriors. I always like having it nice and clean and tidy. 2 of each would be good. Parallel Jerome Hughes for the Storm. Sanua Taruva, multicultural for the Panthers. Priority number 10 for Manly Reflections. Mawaki Fotowaka, parallel for the Titans. Vegas, Cameron Murray for the Rabbitohs. And Thomas Flagler, parallel for the Dolphins. Multicultural Valami Kickout for the Bulldogs. Maroons in the Masters Series. Manly Parallel Checklist. Sapphire Mojo, Sebastian Chris for the Raiders, number 21. In the priority, number 12, Young Guns for the Knights, Tom Jenkins. Brendan Smith, parallel for the Roosters. New recruit, Tuku for the Sharks. Halfway through our priority box now. Breakout, Kennedy Sherrington and Elsie Albert for the Eels, number 17. Sherrington's a beast. So is Elsie, to be honest. Junior Paulo, parallel for the Eels. Elsie, you sort of expect that she's built like it, and then you see Kennedy Sherrington, she's just feisty. Tohu Harris, multicultural for the Warriors. New recruit, Valami Avile for the Cowboys. Patrick Carrigan of Vegas for the Broncos. Rabbitohs parallel checklist. Dally M. Ezra Mam for the Broncos. Multicultural Xavier Coates for Storm. William Kennedy parallel for the Sharks. Come on, Storm, we're getting low. 7 packs left. New recruit Dominic Young for the Roosters. Dally M. Anessa Biddle for the Sharks. Ben Hunt parallel for the Dragons. reflections for the Raiders. Oh, priority number 8. Valentine Holmes, a parallel for the Cowboys. Ruby Mojo, number 1. Broncos checklist. You recruit Josh Curran for the Bulldogs. White League Sensations, number 12. Campbell Graham for the Rabbitohs. Alright, Rabbitohs could definitely use that one. It's only the 2nd hit. Nathan Cleary, parallel for Panthers. A few teams getting quite a few. Eels and Knights. Warriors, all cleaning up. New recruits, Kane Bradley for Storm. And that is it. That is all. So, we have finished with Storm unlucky with no numbered hits. Everyone else has at least scored a numbered hit, with a few doing well, as I just mentioned. We have our $100 bonus gift card to randomise between all 17 spots. We also have our 11 Master Series cards to randomise between all 17 spots. We have a Game 1 header card to randomise between Manly and Souths, as well as a extra Game 2 header card to randomise between Roosters and Broncos. So let's flick over and get that done. First up, as usual, will be the $100 gift card. Let's copy that so we're ready to go for the next one. Number 1, number 2, and lucky last, number 3, Amelia Campbell with the Storm. Well, not quite what you were hoping for, but glad it did go to you in the end. Being the only team without a number hit, that worked out good. Alright, let's reload. 3 times for the Master Series cards. Number 1, number 2, and lucky last, number 3, Jeff Hughes with Panthers. Congratulations. Alright, let's refresh this and go with Sea Eagles and Rabbitohs. Oop. There we go. Number 1. This is for the Game 1 header card. That was number 2, and this is number 3. Rabbitohs. And lucky last, our Game 2 header card. Roosters and Broncos. Three times, number 1, number 2, and lucky last, number 3, Broncos. Alright, well, that is it. That is all for this one. I will see you again at 3 o'clock with the next one. Until then, don't forget, 1 o'clock, we will be listing some boxes and albums back in stock. Make sure they are in your wish list.